Our bread, our sourdough. It's in the oven for the rise. Cool oven with the oven light on usually brings up the temperature just enough to make it warm and draft free. So it should rise fine in there. Now we're gonna light our fire. Prepared some. Oh my goodness, your chickens are doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Awesome. Oh, so much happening today. Kaya's like, I just want to eat that chicky chick. Just really quickly. Look out, dogs. So we got our cotton balls dipped in Vaseline. These are gonna be our fire starters.
Hurry up.
Okay, we're gonna place our cotton ball starters in around, right underneath our paper. And we're going to light them. They should light right up. You gotta break them apart first, so I'm gonna do that. Kaya, get out of here.
Come here.
Kaya likes to eat chickens. It's not a good thing. So someday when I grow up, I'm gonna get a Pharaoh rod and I'm gonna light this with a spark. But for now, look at that. Look at that, how nice that goes up. Look at that. Right over here. There's one right there. Look at how nice that goes up. Just like that. Oh, go lay down. Watch. Watch this. It goes right up.
Allie, enough.
One more down here. There it is. Okay, let's see what happens. So the fire's going, it's pretty established. We're in good shape. I built a layer of wood underneath. I built it on top of a whole layer of wood. So the thinking is, quiet dogs. The thinking is that wood catches too, making for a very hot, cold base. Because we're gonna build a tripod and we're gonna bake over this in about an hour. Here's our tripod. Let's get back here in the shade. There's our tripod. The fire's going pretty good now. We're gonna let it burn down a little bit. So this is my rough hewn tripod. I bound it together with some string and some baling wire. And then we gotta hang our pot from that right in the middle, right there. Okay, although I was really excited about the tripod idea, and I still am, and I'm gonna keep that for future use, my fire burned down to such a point by the time the bread was ready to bake. Again, the whole bread kneading and rising process takes a half an hour. So the fire burned down so much that I decided to just bury the Dutch oven in there. I really don't know how hot it is at this point, but it's probably hot enough to bake bread. We'll find out. I'll spin it a couple of times. We'll start out with about a 20-minute bake and we'll see how that works. So again, working on the bake. I spun it once in the baking process. I needed to be spinning it a lot more, and I pushed that end in a little bit. But the bake is good. The bake is not bad. Bottom looks good. Could have actually baked a little more right directly at the bottom. So we're figuring it out. You really have to improvise depending on what your fire does. You have to figure things out. But we're getting better at it. This isn't bad. Okay. So here's our 2 loaves that were in the oven. They look like it. They came out nicely. 35 minutes is the baking time. This was the Dutch oven over the campfire loaf. I put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes with these guys to let it cook a little bit more because it's a little uneven. So again, a little overdone on one side, a little burnt there, but the vast majority of it is really nice and the bottom looks good. So we're gonna let it cool down and see how we did, but we're getting better at it. We're figuring it out. Happy chicken right here. I guess ants are good.